Live? We doing this live? I think we're doing it live. Kit, are we doing it?
Can I get a close up?
Hold on.
Close up?
Close up. Bang.
Close up.
Ooh,
Yeah, buddy.
already know it's your designer back at it again. Joined by the pettiest man alive, Mr. P Kid. Welcome into another week of the weekly show here over on the Windy City Breeze. It's the only channel that's talking Chicago sports, hot Chicago talk. So make sure that you get in tune with us, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, man. We do talk Chicago sports weekly. And I think that I want to say this, right? We have a very, very interesting topic to break down on today's show, especially with the Bulls Live coming right after this. We will be live for the Bulls Live at 6 o'clock, so make sure that y'all stick around for that. But here's the question on the table. Should the Bulls be active before the trade deadline? And with the caveat of, that you have a possibility to fill something that we've talked about as a weakness the Bulls have had all year, but yet the team has competed for a pretty much a first place record. I think right now, I know we have the tiebreaker versus Brooklyn, but Brooklyn has, I think they play one less game than us, so their win percentage is a little bit better.
hmm I actually think the interesting part is we know where we're light at. We know, like you mentioned, that one position that gets us every time.
Yeah.
If you look at the game tonight, Vooch is going to be on an island by himself sometimes
Yeah.
because I think in the Knicks game we counted how many jerseys was around Vooch on a rebound.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
1 against 4.
Absolutely.
We counted against the Hawks. I believe that was the game we played. Them was the Hawks. I don't know if it's but whatever the game was, he's always on the island by himself. So the fact that he actually gets his 10, 13 rebounds, whatever that may be a game, is impressive considering the amount of pressure he's under. Because nobody really helps him rebound, especially in those big moments. You got to really watch those games. So I think they should be active if there's a team looking to rebuild like Indiana. I know where everyone, as soon as you say Indiana, the biggest name comes up.
Yeah.
Sabonis
Yeah.
as it hits the screen.
Yeah. Shout out Levante.
No. Sabonis should not be on my list. Christian Wood should not be on my list. Why should they be on my list? They need the ball too. They are coming from situations in which they are the guys on their
Yeah.
teams. That's an ego shift I don't want to necessarily have to deal with. I want a Miles Turner. Why? Miles Turner is not taking more than 10 shots a game on average.
Right.
He was leading, he was dominating in blocks a game. I don't know what if he's still leading that now, but I think he is. He's my Rudy Gobert. I want my Rudy.
I think that, and like the video, if y'all agree, even if you don't go, here's the thing, right? When has a team sitting on their hands worked? That's what I want to know from the people, because there's a lot of people in here who have said that, no, you finally got a team that's winning. You finally got a team. And I agree. You can go get some guys that'll be bought out that can do some things for you that Miles Turner will do, but they will not do it at a level that Miles Turner will do it, right? And I understand why they said, listen, we've lost all of these pieces. They've still continued to win. They've still continued to be at the top of the Eastern Conference. I get all of that. But what kind of team do we want? That's what I want to ask the chat today. When we're talking about being here today, what kind of team do we want, right? Do we want a Derrick Rose team? Derrick Rose teams, they sat on their hands. They kept their draft capital. They got to an Eastern Conference Finals. They did a lot of good things. They won a lot. Tom Thibodeau's an amazing coach. He won a lot. But they didn't have a team that was going to win an NBA championship.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have a piece that could help Derrick Rose to win an NBA championship. I mean, listen, we love that team. I love all the players on that team, but let's call a spade a spade. Derrick was by himself.
Facts.
Joe was defense. Joe was defense. That's it.
Facts.
Joe was defense. He was rebounding. Derrick was by himself offensively. The one year you had somebody else was the last year that team was together. What kind of team do you want? Do you want a team that goes for an NBA championship? Do you want a team that's sitting on draft capital? Do you want a team that has that draft capital so you can go get those young pieces that maybe can help you win now? This is not me coming at y'all. This is listen, my opinion is separate from y'all opinion. This is me asking the chat, what kind of team do you want? Also, if you guys want to call into the show, man, the Contender phone lines are open. Call into the show 855-908-5668. The Contender, where you can hear nonstop sports talk while you're on the clock. Make sure that you guys check out the Contender app. It is in all of the stores. KONT. Oh Lord, can't spell. KONTENDER.
TEN. Okay, there you go. That public school killing you right there, boy.
Public school, baby. Go check that out on the App Store. I can call into the show 855-908-5668. I mean, kid, like, let's be real. Everybody's healthy going into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Hypothetically speaking.
No, right now we're dealing. Of course, Pat Will's hurt. Kobe White health and safety protocol. Javante health and safety. Like Javante and them will be back. Hopefully, they're not dealing with like for real COVID, where it takes the wind out of you, stuff like that. Hopefully, they'll be back, all healthy. Everybody's healthy. How far does this team go? Is this team a team that can get to an NBA championship game?
This is an ECF team,
which is very good based on where we were last year, not making a
playoffs
team. But can they get to the NBA Finals?
No.
Can they compete to get to the NBA Finals, or is it an ECF team where you get swept?
It's an ECF team that's going to have to run into the Bucks, and the Bucks are going to eat us alive. We name the matchup. Name the matchups.
Look, let's see.
Tell me who gets the advantage. If you look at the Bucks roster, and you sat there and said, "Yeah, we can beat that team," you're a fool. You're a fool.
I'll say this: if we face the Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals, I don't feel destitute.
I don't feel bad
because I know KD's going, or I know Giannis is going to do what Giannis is going to do, but at the same time, like, I can count on the fact that Chris Middleton might not play well every game. I can count on the fact that Drew Holiday might not play well every game. That might get you. Like, I don't feel bad going into that series. So right now, Nets, Bulls, crazy, and Bucks are 1, 2, and 3 right now. Your bottom 3 teams: Cavs, Hornets, Sixers. So that's it. Right now, Bucks will play Sixers. Bucks get through them, in my opinion.
Everybody's looking
the
at
Bulls. Bulls get through the Hornets, in my opinion. Nets playing Cleveland. Of course, they get Cleveland in the playoffs. Shout out to Cleveland.
They're making some moves.
We're going to knock y'all out tonight, but shout out to y'all, man. So the next round you're looking at, and then it's Heat and Wizards. Next round you will be looking at Bucks versus Heat or Wizards. Bulls versus, that would be Hawks or Nets, right? In the next round? Yeah. Something like that. No, Cavs or Nets. So Nets. Do they get past the Nets? Like, that's how I want y'all to think about this. Do they get past the Nets? Can you get past KD in a 7-game series?
Nets we can beat. I don't think we beat the Bucks.
But this is the thing, right? This is what I want us to remember. Remember this. We beat Miami. We swept Miami in season. When you're thinking about being active towards the trade deadline, think about the playoff team, y'all. And don't give me the we can beat or we should be happy that our team is here. Yes, I am happy. I'm ecstatic. It's fun to call these games. I love it. But also, I want my team to win an NBA championship. I want 7.
Hey, listen. I'm with you. On top of that, I'm not afraid of the Nets, because on this lineup for the Nets, for some odd reason, James Harden just looks a little more normal than he don't look like the James Harden of the Houston Rockets for some odd reason. So if the Nets are as they are constructed, like if they don't make any other moves, Kyrie isn't back, yeah, we can beat them easily. Kyrie's back, you know how I feel about that lineup right there.
You don't see. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, if Kyrie is not back, we got a dub. If Kyrie is back, it's gonna be a long series. It's a long series. Y'all can hate on Kyrie all you want to. That man has the prettiest game in the league outside of KD, and they're on the same team.
That to me, yes, I agree with you. When he's on the court, he's one of the best players to ever touch a basketball. Let's go out to these phone lines, man. We got Ricky on the line, man, out in the 313. Ricky, what's good, man? What's your thoughts on this? Should the Bulls be active before the trade deadline? Oh, hold on, Ricky. Hold on, Ricky. I'm messing up over here. Let me switch this real quick. Go ahead, Ricky, so the stream can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear Ricky now?
Can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Good. No, but
yeah. What's good, bro?
Yeah, it's just I don't think we got to make a big splash on it. We just need to find the right person You know, like somebody that is not going to ask for a lot of shots can stick some defense and rebound. We don't need somebody that's trying to go ISO mode or anything like that that's messing up the chemistry because we got 3 people that need about 20 shots themselves. So if you can get somebody, and I'm not saying the player, but the play style, like somebody like PJ Washington that could just slide in and fit in on that type of way, we'll be good. We don't need nobody like everybody saying like Jeremy Grant. That's cool. But Jeremy Grant left Denver to Detroit, not for money, because he wanted shots.
He wanted shots. He wanted to show what he could do.
So, do you think that he want to go back to that role
No.
in less than a year? That's the question. Like, I wouldn't make that trade unless he say he ready to fall back.
No, I agree with you, man. I agree with you, Ricky. I think that you have to find a guy, and Ricky, appreciate you for tuning in and rocking with the show, brother. Always. Stay safe out there, all right, my boy?
What's up, Ricky?
Yo, I got one thing real quick.
Go ahead.
Chicago Bull Central guy, not Bull Central, but Chicago Bull Central. He knew his name is Hayes. He said he loved y'all and he would like to work with y'all somewhere in the near future. And I told him like I kind of know them, so I try to put the plug in and see if I can set something up.
Hey, listen, we're not too cocky. We can absolutely work together. We're not them YouTubers. I
know. So
Let's
like he cool. He got a great channel and everything. Like I'm really be bouncing back like a little YouTube thought between y'all two.
Jesus.
So
all right,
like,
Ricky. All right.
We appreciate the love, my boy. Thank you.
Right.
YouTube thought. Now we'll set it up, bro. I'll check his channel out. We'll work together. I'm with it.
If you got his contact info, DM it to us.
Yeah, shoot it to me on Twitter or on IG. All right, bro. But no, you know what? I like what he said about that because the biggest thing. What up, Jeffrey? The biggest thing that the Bulls can do to me is not go get another star. Like getting another star doesn't do it for you.
I don't want a star.
Go getting another guy that's gonna take more shots. That doesn't do it for you. Going to get Sabonis, going to get even to me, like we talked about Karis LeVert. Karis LeVert wants shots. That's why he left Brooklyn.
Y'all don't understand. Like, I'm not hating on anyone that says Sabonis. When I saw Indiana looking for a rebuild, I was like, yo, I would love to get Sabonis. I'm gonna tell you 2 reasons why that might not work. And me and Pat talked about this. One, for those who don't know, and it may be some people who don't know, Sabonis' dad played for Portland.
Yeah. Was a monster.
Sabonis' dad was a monster in the NBA after spending a majority of his career playing overseas. He's definitely a Hall of Famer just based off the entirety of his career.
He only played here, what, 6-7 years?
He played for Portland. Yeah, you're right. It was very short amount of time.
It was very short because he played all his career over there.
Yeah. Man, listen, Buddy was getting busy here at the end of his career.
Yeah.
Right? So there's a connection to that city there. I don't see Sabonis coming to Chicago. I see him going to, if the opportunity allows itself, and it looked like it might, him going to a Portland. The contract kind of works out for him to do that. Miles Turner coming here makes more sense from just 2 aspects. What we need him for, the role he plays on Indiana, right? If you look at the role he plays on Indiana, he's not the star on Indiana. You look up, and when you go Indiana, who's the first person you think of?
Sabonis.
Easy, right? My man's going to give you 20 and 10. So Miles Turner's not going to give you that. He's comfortable within that role. We know him as a defensive player. If Miles Turner wants more shots, guess what? He ain't getting them. So right? You know so it just makes more sense.
It also comes down to the deal, right? Like let's not cap about it. I see a couple people on the phone, man. We're gonna get to y'all real quick too. It also comes down to the deal. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said at the end of the video that I dropped, are you giving up too much if you give up the young talent picks? Troy Brown's a make the money work kind of guy. I don't think you could trade. After I said it, I realized I don't think you could trade an injured player in season. So P. Will might not be a factor. I think you can trade him after season. So P. Will might not even be a part of that in a sense. But are you trading P. Will for that guy, or do you take the guy that yes he is a? Because really, what are we asking Miles Turner to come here and be? I don't want it to be just Turner and them, but we're
defense and blocks. That's what we want. Defense, rebounds, and blocks.
So is it worth it to give up potential talent. I know how you feel about Kobe White, know how you feel about P. Will right now, but that potential to go get a guy who's going to be a role player. A very good role player, an above average role player, but let's not get it twisted. Miles Turner is a role player. Or do you wait for a guy like Thad Young? Do you wait for a guy like Tristan Thompson? Do you wait for a guy like maybe a disgruntled Marvin Bagley finds a way to get out of his contract? We don't know what's going on with him. They still ask for a first-round pick. You ain't getting that, my boy. You know what I'm saying? But, like, do you wait it out and stick with the team that is currently winning? Like, at this point, we're asking to put treasure on top of our treasure.
Numbers wise, I'm just letting you know, you could trade Derrick Jones Jr. and Kobe White and get a Miles Turner and make it work financially.
Good. Yes, yeah. Derrick Jones could be a part of it too, but it's also, Derrick Jones, what, 25?
He young.
No,
24.
24. To me, it's about, do you want a guy like the reason I included P. Will, the reason I included Kobe, because they're young and there's still that upside. Like, we've seen, how many times have we seen a player get traded, get into a new system, all of a sudden, oh yeah, the Bulls gave up on 21-year-old Kobe White or 20-year-old, whatever it is, but now he's over here and this man is a torch.
Hey, it happens. That's the league, though. That's anywhere. Look at we gave up on Campaign. Campaign goes to Phoenix and he's looking a lot better. He ain't look like the Campaign we joked about last season or the season before. I'm
saying it because that's why Indiana would want that. Like, why would Indiana want Derrick Jones Jr.? He's not going to be a part of your team when you're good. He's a guy. He's a role player. Like, I love him here, but he's a role player. Like,
I'm going to let you know, Debo, that's absolutely not true. If you're in a contention to win a championship and you got aging players, which we do have aging players, you got a player that you got to max out just to keep him entertained. You only have a small window to kind of make that money work without being excessively over the luxury tax. It's like it's an all-in now type of situation, much like how the Lakers are. The Lakers are like, that's not a long-term situation for the Lakers. They know, hey, listen, we got to give up this. Like, we got 2-3 years of paying this. We're gonna blow this up. The Bulls are almost in a similar situation because if you look at our cap now, we're over, or we will be over.
We're over.
So in that we're over with Zach LaVine making less than Lonzo Ball right now.
Yeah.
Right.
But the thing is, you can pay to keep your players. So you can go over to keep Zach LaVine. That's why the Miles Turner deals and stuff like that work, because they still got time on the contract. So once they get time in here, you can pay to keep Miles Turner after next season if you want to keep him around.
It's more than just. It's all about the money at one point. P. Will don't have to go anywhere. You can't. You're right about not being able to trade an injured player.
You can't trade them in season. I messed that up in the video.
You're right about that.
I know that you can trade them after the season, but at that point, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I say that. Like, even that. Like, what are your intriguing assets? That's what people like. I put it on Twitter and it cracks me up, right? It's like, let's trade for Sabonis. The first trades I hear. Let's send a Matt Thomas, Alize Johnson, Troy Brown Jr., 2095 second round pick, $100 gift card to Giordano's, and a copy of Scottie Pippen's book. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the trade. Like y'all have to understand, like, it has to be like, I get like this trade works in the trade machine. Why would Indiana want some of what y'all are sending? It has to work both ways. To me, I want Kobe White. Even if he doesn't work with the Bulls, if I'm another team, I can look at Kobe White. Even if, we feel he doesn't have value, I can say, yeah, but if I'm a rebuilding team, he's 20 years old and he can shoot.
Well, for Indiana, to be honest with you, for them, the incentive to really get their players to a different team is to get something of value that you feel like you can add to pieces that you want to bring in. If you really look at these contracts, if you're going to go for a full rebuild, it's like, hey, listen, let me trade some of these people because I'm not going to resign them. If I'm not going to resign them, let me get something back.
Yeah.
And for a team like Indiana, if they're really committed to a rebuild, you want as many picks as possible. And you want to take the OKC approach to it. But we don't have a lot of picks to give. But I'll tell you what.
Picks of bad teams, too.
Say that again.
People don't get. They just like, send them a pick. It's like, we're good. We're at the top of the Eastern Conference. Why the heck would I want pick 32 for a possible defensive player of the year? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the part you got to look at. Like it's a lot that goes into this, man. And I feel like people are just so quick to say. One, people are quick to say yes because Chicago, y'all know how we do. We fall in love with these mugs. I got Joakim Noah's jersey hanging in the rafters back here. I love Joakim. He's one of my favorite players of all time. Can I say Joakim's one of the greatest centers of all time? No. He won a defensive player of the year. He played excellent defense, great rebounder, excellent court vision. He's not going to make the Hall of Fame. We fall in love with our role players.
The thing I'm confused about is I see Thad come up in the comments a lot. I've seen Thad come up in some other forums and other podcasts.
Yeah.
We can't get that though.
Why? Money wise?
Isn't it like a clause that he can't get traded back within the same year?
You can't get traded back, but Thad might be a buyout. They basically stopped playing Thad. Unless
Which is wild because I picked him up on fantasy and I was
Unless they
pissed.
started playing him again, they basically stopped playing Thad. So it might be a situation where Thad's saying, I want to get bought out. He gets bought out over there. You got DeMar for a little bit of nothing. You ain't get him for a little bit of nothing. You traded some good capital away for him. But you got DeMar DeRozan in the building, and then Thad Young and Zach LaVine are like this. You know, that's Zach's vet. When Zach came in rookie year, Thad was with him in Minnesota.
No, I don't think we can get that, dog.
You can re-sign him.
We can re-sign him in 2022, but we can't do it this year.
We can re-sign him this offseason, I believe.
Yeah, this offseason.
No, I'm saying not this offseason. We can re-sign him in season, I believe, because if he gets bought out, he's just a free agent. They're basically paying his contract. And it's not like Thad Young stopped playing. You know what I'm saying? Like remember the Mark Cuban thing with Lamar when they traded him to the Clippers with Odom?
Mm-hmm.
He put a clause in saying you can't go back to the Lakers. We're going to buy you out, but you can't go back to the Lakers because Lamar he chose to stop playing. He said, I'm not going to play for this team because I don't want to be in Dallas. So Mark Cuban bought him out with a clause in the deal that says you can't get bought out.
Comments are saying he can't get bought out. He has to get traded and then bought out. So he has to get traded.
He has to get traded first?
Yeah, I something about that. I was kind of weary on commenting on it. That's why I haven't mentioned that a lot because I know that you can do some creative moves to get around certain things.
Listen,
and we're definitely in the league in the era where creative
tampering, you know what I'm saying?
creative financing helps all solves all needs, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, like those particular. Now I know that we couldn't get Tice.
We couldn't get Tice back.
I know we can't get Tice.
We can't get Tice back. What happened?
He's not even being considered for a buyout either.
What is going on with the dudes we got rid of? Now listen, that's a move by AK, right? He like, no, just wait it out, play the season. I know, hopefully we win a championship this year. Come back, be a part of the next squad.
If we had Daniel Tice, this wouldn't even be a conversation.
Oh, wouldn't even be a conversation at all, man. Wouldn't even be a conversation at all. We got to get clarification on that. We got somebody send me the actual NBA rule and I'll put it on the screen. It don't even got to be a super chat. Let's go to the phone lines here, man. Let's go out to Shay. Shay been holding on for a little minute, man. Shay, what's good?
What's good?
Man,
what's
how you
up,
feeling?
PK?
What's good, bro?
I'm doing pretty good. Hey, look, man, I've been listening to what y'all been saying, and look, I'm gonna say this. Look, we went from a team that we was not even good last year,
yep,
and now we top of the East.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even All-Star. It's not even the All-Star break yet. I say this: calm down and let's just get wait into the buyout, and then we go from there. Okay, now I know we can't get Tice or Thad Young back. Okay, but how about? Hey, but look, the Sacramento Kings might buy Harrison Barnes out. Harrison Barnes is not a guy that needs a lot of shots. He could play defense, yep, and he could rebound to a respectful margin. And hey, he's an NBA champion, so he can help out a lot. He does the things that we need him to do.
But
now,
Shay, let me ask you this though, Shay. Let me ask you this.
What's up?
So it's not just about us making moves, right? You also have to think of the strategic part of it. What did Brooklyn trade for? What if Brooklyn goes and gets Miles Turner? Or what if Milwaukee goes and gets Miles Turner?
I don't think Milwaukee will get him. But let me tell you a little something about Miles Turner. Okay, let me tell you a little something so I can open your eyes on this particular player. Okay, remember Paul George's last year, right?
Yep.
Remember Paul George's last year in Indiana?
Are you finna give me something from his rookie year, dog?
No. I gotta say this again. Remember, and no. That's a bad example. Remember Victor Oladipo? No. Hear me out.
Let's do it.
Hear me out. Remember Victor Oladipo? Remember that Indiana team with Victor Oladipo, Darren Collison, Thaddeus Young, and everybody? This is before Demontis Sabonis had established himself as an all-star. Tristan Thompson made Miles Turner look so bad that the Indiana Pacers had at one point elected to start Sabonis because Miles Turner was playing so badly. Now, when you make Tristan Thompson look more like a serviceable player than you, and you're more offensively impaired than what he is, think about it. Tristan Thompson is not even a good perimeter defender if you think about it.
Tristan Thompson does, and we appreciate you for calling in, Shay. Appreciate the love, man. I know.
But hear me out on this one. Tristan Thompson is not like a defender where he comes out on the perimeter to defend.
No, but what Tristan is a great rebounder when he was there, and that's what Miles Turner gets most of his points off of.
You know what the interesting thing about that analogy is, Shay? Is if we looked at anybody, like everyone has matchups that give them frustrations, right?
Yeah.
For some odd reason, Joel Embiid absolutely lives inside of Andre Drummond's head.
Oh my God.
Every time they come across, and like if you look at that matchup, and we all seen it, Embiid has real estate in that man's head to this day.
He's on the team now.
But guess what? Andre Drummond is historically one of the greatest rebounders the game has ever seen.
Yeah.
I don't need him. I don't like Miles Turner may have had those fluxes with Tristan Thompson and stuff like that, right? There's a lot of greats who've had those issues, but Miles Turner is leading the league in blocks right now. And I need perimeter. I need interior defense.
And we gotta move on, Shay. I appreciate the love, my boy. I know you gonna call back in the post game.
I'll tell you.
All right, bro.
All right, bro.
All right, cool.
I need interior defense.
Yeah.
And guess what? If Indiana is trying to do a fire sale, guess what? You want your GM to be making that call. Now here's the thing. I kind of feel like we ain't gonna get him. We're not gonna get him.
I don't think
I'm okay if we don't. But the question was, should we be in the conversation? And the answer is yes.
Should he pick up that phone?
The answer is yes. If you think the Lakers ain't trying to find a way to restructure their team to make a finals push and they got every freaking body, you a fool. If you think Nets ain't calling them like, hey, yo, you trying to fire sale, I may be able to work something out with you, you a fool.
Yeah.
There's a reason why the Bucks was like, yo, you know what? We kind of good, but let's go pick up Boogie. Somebody that we absolutely was like, yo, we need to go grab. And nobody in this comment said don't get Boogie. Everyone said let's go get Boogie.
Has Boogie really played?
He's played a couple of minutes. He's played 18 minutes and stuff like that.
So that's what I'm saying. Like in total? Or like a game?
No, this last game he played 18 minutes, had 7 points, took about 5 shots, something like that.
Okay.
He was serviceable. He didn't do a lot of damage, but guess what?
But
he absolutely did something for them.
For certain teams, he would be a game-changing player.
Yeah.
You sign a guy sometimes just to keep him away from another team. For the Chicago Bulls, Boogie would have been a game-changing player.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't have been, I'm not saying he would have been a star, but he'd have been 10 rebounds a night. He'd have been 7-8 points.
Maybe.
He'd have got more tick with us too, because we had lost Vooch for a minute. But he would have been that guy that can get you 10 rebounds on a night.
Since he's gotten signed with them, he's averaging 8 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, shooting slightly under 40%. So do we need, here's the thing. Would it have been decent? Sure.
Yeah.
Do we need to make a trade? No. but you have to be in the conversations because what we won't do, another team will. We're in that era of basketball now.
And you have to make your team better, y'all. I get we fall in love with our players, but if the Nets go get somebody, listen, you don't just got to look at the teams above you. Let Miami's missing Bam. Let Miami get Miles Turner. Let the Hornets go get Sabonis. Let the Cavaliers got too many forwards. They might need Karis LeVert.
The Cavaliers have enough big men that we should be in a conversation for.
You said what?
Hey, the Cavaliers have enough big men that we should be in a conversation for. But let's be real about this. Miami's a good team to mention. Do y'all realize that Miami is stacked?
And they got a lot of people that's just hurt.
Like full strength, Miami is a problem.
Yeah.
Full strength, the Nets are a problem. Healthy, which y'all don't realize, healthy, the Bucks are a problem. Chris Middleton ain't really been healthy. Drew Holiday ain't really been healthy.
Yeah.
Those dudes won a championship, played Team USA, and then came right back into the season.
Yeah.
Right? They ain't really been healthy. They kind of cruising. And they don't have to be the top of the East. They ain't got nothing to prove. They the champs. And if they make the playoffs, guess what? They good.
Yeah.
So, like, you have to really put things into perspective. One thing I will say for sure is we get exposed against bigger teams. Does anybody in this chat right here disagree?
No. And the thing that's why I said Miami is a great example, because right now, right, we're talking about we're talking about
Miami's a good thing because Bam is done.
Bam, what is he done?
I think Bam is done for a good portion of the season.
So this is the thing, right? Say they go get him. Say they go get him. Go get Miles Turner, or they go get Sabonis. We struggled against a team that had Sabonis and Turner.
He's 6 weeks. He'll be all right.
Yeah, he'll be back. So, but I'm saying, say they make a move for one of those guys, Sabonis or Miles Turner. Now the Miami Heat can put into their starting lineup Sabonis and Bam Adebayo. Now you have to contend with what your biggest weakness is because you didn't make a play because you wanted to have your guys. If you go out there with your guys, it's not always like that. That was Mark Jackson's problem. Mark Jackson wanted his guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's why everybody always says, Steve Kerr took the finals team that Mark Jackson had to no, Mark Jackson wanted Draymond Green to be a spot-up shooter. He wanted Steph Curry. Like, he wanted his guys to do it.
Draymond Green himself is on the record saying if Mark Jackson had stayed, he'd probably be out of the league.
He said it. But, like, it's not about having your guys. It's about making a move to go get a player. And I'm not saying it has to be Turner or Sabonis. I'm saying that you can go get, listen, did we ever figure out, did anybody ever tweet the rule about the NBA ruling on that? We'll figure that out. We'll talk about that in the game too. Just on the buyout, you can go get possibly, I don't know if it's facts, but a Thad Young or a player like that. Because really, we're asking Miles Turner to come here and just be the best of the bunch at rebounding and defense. You can go find a rebounder and defender. So it really comes down to how much are you willing to pay for that. Let's go back out to the phone lines, man. Got the boy on the line, Brody, bro. He been down a little bit, man, but we're going to get him back in here. We're going to force him back into the building one of these days. Ringo, what's good?
Yo, what's good?
How you feeling, my boy?
I'm good. You know, holding it down
day by day.
But hey, man. So I'm listening. I'm listening to what y'all talking about. And first and foremost, I just want to say to the people in the chat, I don't know if y'all think this is the 2K My GM trade generator, but everything that y'all was talking about, y'all need to stop that. Y'all got the y'all got the logical trades off. That's off. That's off. Listen though. If I'm y'all, I would honestly just wait for the buyout, and this is why, right? So I seen the Miles Turner Sabonis thing. I don't technically think that's happening because you have Miles Turner who's leading the league in blocks. I don't know if the chat know this. Y'all know this. Like, Sabonis is a walking triple double.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Sabonis is a walking triple double. That like that, you have to pay for that. You have to pay for that down the line. So my thing is, and I heard Pete Kidd talk about this, about the boogie move. That was a great move by Milwaukee, because that was just we're gonna take him away from everybody else. Like that 8 and 5 is serviceable, and you know that's fine. Plus Brooke is out indefinitely. He's out for the year. So that was actually a great.
I didn't know that.
That was actually a great pickup for them. Now, as far as pertaining to Miami, I mean, even if you just look at us, last year we got Dwayne Dedman buyout. He is more than serviceable as a backup for Bam coming off the bench, and then look how you know he's playing right now that he's fully filling in. I will say that, you know, just me looking at it, I would definitely wait for the buyout and then see what comes out of that, because at the end of the day, I will say that I do feel like the Nets are trying to trade Kyrie, so they're definitely right there looking at us about this move. I don't know if the Lakers are per se. No, I feel like that just comes down to them getting right and them gelling. Even though you know I feel like it's kind of too late for that. The Nets, I really don't have too much to say on that, because Kobe told y'all what James Harden was, and now y'all just it's just now coming to fruition. So they wait for the buyout. And then everybody come back.
Yeah.
The Bulls are a Eastern Conference, maybe on the brink of the finals. I'm not willing, and we talked about that earlier. I'm not willing to go too far to say that they're going to the finals, because I still have to see them play the Bucks, because Giannis is gonna do what he do. But if they wait for the buyout, Bush should be straight. And AK told y'all he wasn't finished, so we gonna see.
Appreciate the call,
Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate the love, man. We got to get you back in here soon, man. I told you, I'm dragging you out of the crib, dog.
Hey man, Saturday, I will be there.
Hey, just tell him sorry for the wait. Nah. All right, bro. I'll let you, man.
It's 1-0.
I'll let you, man. Stay safe out there. All right, bro.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Man. No, listen, and waiting for the buyout, like Kid said, waiting for the buyout's not a bad thing. You know why it's not a bad thing? You're 17-8. But for the people that are talking about, did y'all forget we sucked last year? Did y'all forget that we were bad last year? Did y'all forget that we weren't even in the playoffs last year? What does that mean? Does that mean that we shouldn't try to put the best team together to win this season? Was anybody upset when the White Sox kept adding to what was already a playoff team? Was anybody upset when the White Sox kept adding to what was already a team that was lauded as a team that could have gone to the World Series? Nah, it didn't work out that way. Thanks, Tony.
Hey,
but it's about adding pieces that work. I love Tanner here. Shout out for the super chat, Tanner. He said, I think the Bulls should bring back Neckbeard Felicio back for an extra tile waiver for a second. What up, fellas? Shout out to you, man. Hey, listen, we got 100 more people in here that we got likes on this video, man. If y'all can hit that like button for your boy, man. I thought we had a family here, dog.
Hey man, y'all be holding us on the low. Excuse me. Like, that ain't cool. I ain't with it. Let's not do that. Let's not continue that. Here's the thing. We want or need someone that can shoot a high percentage when we need it. Definitely give us boards. Can absolutely give us a couple buckets.
Yeah.
Right? We're not looking for another 20 points. We're looking for like a 15 D and give me some rebounds. Help Vooch down there. That's what we're looking for, right?
15. I don't care if he scores.
And guess what? If we could get that person and it costs less than Kobe White,
yeah,
or around that same price, would you take him?
Yeah.
That's Marvin Bagley. Marvin Bagley's going to cost you $8 million. He's going to give me 14 and 8. He actually, next to Vooch, hey, listen. Next to Vooch,
it's about having to give up the assets for him, though.
Give up what asset?
Fam, they're still asking for a first-round draft pick. I get that me and you are saying that they're probably not going to get it, but If they keep asking for it, then it's not a call.
Let me ask you this though. I'm just curious. I want this is for you and I to have in front of nearly 200 other people, right?
Yeah.
Hypothetically, lower first round pick if we had it. Well, we kind of had that buyout exception and stuff like that,
Yeah.
or that trade exception. If you're in the running for a championship, is that first round pick worth it?
If you're in the running for a championship, is the first round pick worth
So
it?
let's
Yeah.
establish 2-3 things real quick. Is this a potential championship team? Yes or no?
Yes.
Are we definitely going to be a top 4 seed if we can maintain this core?
Yeah.
We're missing one extra guy who can probably fill in a need for us, right?
Absolutely.
Is that worth a first round pick?
We don't have it to give.
Hypothetically here. Come on, I'm just asking.
Hypothetical.
I'm
Yes.
doing a hypothetical. The reason why I'm asking this is
Real
because
hypothetical, because you got us
we
with a hypothetical.
overrate these first round picks. We really do. We really overrate these first round picks. Kobe White's a first round pick. Number 7.
Ayo Dosunmu's second.
Pat Wheel is a first round pick.
Yeah.
Number 4. It's not even the best in his class.
I think that'll change, but you know.
Not even near the best in his class. He's number 4. It's the Mitchell Trubisky of the Bulls pickups.
Yeah, I think that'll change.
How?
I think he'll develop into a better player.
Okay.
See, that's where we differ. You want the dude that comes out day one, play one, and can play. I want the dude that's got the potential to be best in the league.
If you're pick number 4, yes, you need to come out the gym ready to play. Because everybody before you and a couple people behind you, I can put on the court and they hold their own, they could defend and they score.
That's nice.
When you're top 10 in the NBA, it comes with a lot of pressure.
How many of those dudes win?
How many of those dudes are on a team that's built around them to win?
How many of them?
Ant-Man can. If you ask me, Ant-Man was picked one spot outside of P. Will was at one spot outside of it. P. Will was 4. Ant-Man was 2.
Yeah. He's great. I'm not saying he's not.
If you pick top 5, no, listen. If you got a top 5 pick, no, you need to come in and make a difference. And teams that get a top 5 pick, they're looking for difference makers. They're not looking for developing people at top 5 picks.
Hey, sometimes you got to draft for the potential there.
Okay, name the last time someone developed if Ant was first, Wiseman, I don't care, but he was top 5 pick. So name the next top 5 pick that took years to develop that showed out.
Ant wasn't first. James Wiseman was first.
I don't care who was first. P. Will was 4. I know Ant was 1 and 2. I don't care. He went before P. Will. P. Will's 4. It ain't that many spots above 4. Like, it doesn't matter. We're not gonna be the grammar or whatever police today. Like, we're not gonna do that.
The pick police.
Whatever. We're not gonna be that. We're not gonna be that guy. So, like, honestly, if you're a championship caliber team, is your first round pick all that great? Like, is it that valuable?
Is it worth it? Yeah.
It's worth it to trade, but it ain't to draft.
It's worth it to trade, but you're talking in hypotheticals for things we don't have.
Oh, well.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got rid of your first round pick for Vooch. You don't have those. And I get like, yeah, okay, is Marvin Bagley a piece that absolutely can help us? Now, if he's healthy, he's a piece that can help us. But is he a piece that can help you moving in the right direction? Yeah, he is. But I don't have a pick that they want. So they're not going to talk to me. And my team's good, and they want high first-round picks.
Hey, for some odd reason, we didn't even look at Vooch. We're like, hey, Vooch is on the lamb, though. He's their best player. There's no way in the world he's giving up Vooch. Guess what? Definitely look like he's in a Bulls jersey on this promo behind me. So guess what?
And that's why I said, like, a lot of this, we're going to have these conversations, right? We're going to have these conversations. It's content. At the end of the day, we don't know what the heck AK is capable of. This mug literally might pull up and just be like, let me tell you something. Guess what? We just signed LeBron James for $80.
Hey,
like,
listen.
I don't know. A bubblegum rapper. He just wants to come play in Chicago.
If you all are not entertained by this conversation, then go ahead and watch ESPN because they're talking about the same trash. They're talking about the same hypothetical situations that are not going to happen. And so this is the world of sports reporting and speculation. It's all speculation at this point. We don't have no idea what the heck is going on. But I tell you what, it's
Hey,
good to
look, hey,
speculate.
I say this. We won't be drastically wrong. Some of these must be coming. Nick Friedel said they're not even building a good team.
And if we
He
gonna be
said that on
honest,
TV.
all the picks that we had last year, guess what? Came true. We speculated on Lonzo Ball. We speculated on DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah. We doing pretty good.
Guess what? Guess what? I'm hitting 1,000. I don't care what you say.
He's right. Remember, but see again. Remember, Pat, we do have Blazers first round pick next year, top 14 protected. Again, that we do. Why would now? I get it, but why wouldn't
they? You rebuilding, right? Hey, listen.
Top 15. You know what? If it's top 14 protected, the pick would have to be 15. Are they willing to take a chance on that for Bagley? How does Bagley fit with this team, though? Bagley wants shots. That's why he's pissed about being there.
I think Bagley wants to win more than he wants shots.
He wants shots. He said it because he wouldn't even come into the game because the coach wasn't drawing him up no plays.
I'm gonna be honest with you. He's on the Kings. Why is he not getting shots?
I agree with you. Didn't they
like, if I'm on the Kings, I want shots. Yeah, Luke Walton was there.
No, didn't they just fire him?
Yeah, he gone.
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I understand what I'm saying. And that's another one. Who is that? XX10? I don't know what the name is. I can't see it that well. I'm scared to say it. And we gonna go to the phone line one last time before we get here. What is happening? Like, I want to do some research and see if Billy just don't play rookies or if Marco
Io.
Oh, he's playing Io. Jesus Christ, you're right.
He's playing Io. Listen.
What is wrong with Marco? Hey, Mark. Hey, that's facts. That is facts. Did y'all see when Marco got into the game? Marco just put his arm up. He was like, fam, he set a screen. And before the screen was set, he had his hand up to take the shot.
Dog, I've never seen it happen like that. Dog.
Right. Dog, I completely tweaked. He started Pete Will. That's right.
Yeah, dog, we're gonna have to work on your
dog. Hey, listen, that's that drink, man. It gets you sometimes. Let's go out to the phone lines one last time, man. We got Robert Schwartz on the line. He's a P1, so I want to make sure we get to him before we get up out of here. Hold on, let me turn the mic down real quick because Robert be coming through loud. Robert, we got to update your phone, my boy. Your phone be clicking like a mug here, but I'm gonna take you anyway. Let's go, Robert. What's your thoughts on this thing, man?
What's up, guys?
How you feeling?
What's up, Pat? What's up, Pete Kid?
What's up, bro?
You know what the bullshit? I agree with you, Pat. They should just wait and have the buyout because you never know. You might get one of these studs that, you could buy their contract. Mm-hmm. They come in and they could be, a stud. I'm not too worried about, trades right now because, like you said, we're 17 and I forgot how many losses, but we're second. We're second in the East.
Yep.
We're a good team. We're playing pretty good without DeMar DeRozan and three other guys that have COVID.
Right.
And what about the guys in the G League?
I just signed Stanley. That's the thing. Guys in the G League are usually in the G League for a reason.
That guy that we drafted from Kansas, or was it not Kansas? Yeah, Kansas. I forgot his name, but he's a point guard or something. Yeah. You sign him to a contract. You could trade. Put him in a trade too.
Yeah.
If you want to make a trade, because that's part of your assets that you can trade. But like I heard, the guys from TNA NBA, Charles Barkley, Ernest Johnson said that the Bulls are going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
And that's what I said. You look at the Knicks. The Knicks start out hot and now all of a sudden they're down. What if you trade for someone from the Knicks?
You could. That could be a possibility. There's a lot of things that are open. There's a lot of things that
I like that guy from Bagley. That Bagley would fit good, with the Bulls.
Yeah.
He wants to shoot, he wants to win, and that's what they're all doing. They're all, spreading the ball around and, giving it to each other.
Facts.
Like
No, I
we're
agree with you,
going to
Robert.
Cleveland tonight. We're going to get probably a W.
And that might be. Hey, listen, don't be surprised if you see AK in the house. Robert, we got to run, man. We up against the clock, man. We appreciate the love. See you on the Bulls Live tonight.
I'll see you on the other side.
Oh yeah,
guys.
Oh yeah. Appreciate that love, man.
Bear down.
Bear down. See Red Nation in the building, man. Robert phone be coming through spicy though, dog. Do anybody else hear that but me, or is it just me that hears that on my end?
I definitely hear it. I be turning off my mic because I can't. It picks up on my mic in the playback.
It be coming through spicy. I'm not gonna listen. He calling to the show. That's big love. But Robert, we got to upgrade that phone, man. Hey, listen, we are gonna be. We want to let y'all know, man. We are gonna be live on the other side of this, calling the Bulls and Cavaliers game tonight. Listen, as much as we saying it's an easy game, it's a little bitty game.
Cavs been winning some games.
Cavs in the playoffs, y'all. Cavs are in the playoff hunt, so it's an opportunity to knock another team out on the playoff hunt right now. So, or no, they in the playoffs. They're not in the hunt. They in the playoffs right now. So
they're number 8. They are
number 8.
Listen, they have the tiebreaker against Atlanta.
And the Bulls coming in understaffed because they lose another player in Matt Thomas to COVID protocols. They got an outbreak over there at this point, though.
Hey, at this point,
I love Jeremiah. What about Bagley though? Like Bagley. We had a full segment on Bagley. What about Bagley?
Hey, listen. I know we about to get up out of here. Make a bold prediction. Make a bold prediction for the trade. Everybody, we're gonna take 2 minutes to do that. I don't want to see nothing else. No explanation. Just throw out the name. Who you think will potentially land if we do make a trade?
If we do make a trade,
if we do sign somebody,
gotta be
that
bold.
person. Drop that down there. I want to keep count. I'm gonna watch the playback and see it. I'm gonna write it down. If we make no trades, then we all win. But if we make a trade, then we're gonna put all those random names in a thing. We're gonna pick and see who win. We're gonna give out some merch.
I'm gonna tell you this. Interesting name. Probably not on the spectrum, but like you said, this team is looking to get rid of some or move some pieces to make some money work to pick up a player down the stretch. Dwight Howard. We need defense and rebounder. Really, we're asking Marvin Bagley to come here to be what Dwight Howard is right now.
I didn't see that one coming. That's a good one.
Dwight Howard. I would bet, and this is the thing, right? A lot of teams don't want to trade inside their own conference. So
Dwight Howard.
You end up trading between conferences. Like real talk. Why would Indiana want to trade to us? So that we can kick their butts for the next 10 years?
36?
36. I didn't say you was giving up a lot for him.
He's making $23 million?
Oh, is he? Oh, never mind. I recant that.
Hold on, wait.
Is he really? He's making how much?
Wait. I looked at it wrong.
Make me read that right. Dog.
No, he's on a $2 million contract.
He's making what?
$2 million.
Okay, all right.
$2 million. I said 23. My bad.
We're back.
My bad, dog.
We're back. Jesus. Dog, he's making 26. I was definitely about to be like, kid, we hit the gym. We got a shot at the league, bro. All I need is one shot.
Oh, man.
Bro, he said he making 26 million. No, because
that was good.
Everybody talks about, I see y'all in the chat talking about why would we want him? We want a young dude to come in and be a role player. And guess what we're gonna do next season if we don't re-sign a guy like Dwight? We're gonna go get another guy who's gonna still be that guy. We're not asking this guy because we need y'all to understand this as well. What's the Bulls' plan? They can't trade P. Will. P. Will's starting again next year. Fam, that was wild. He said he's making 26 million. His eyes are just like, what?
How about this? I got one.
You're really looking for a gap piece till P. Will comes back based on what they're doing.
I got one. You ready? I want to make sure I pronounce his name right. Is it Yusuf Nurkic?
Yusuf Nurkic?
Nurkic?
That's what's worse than great value?
I asked you what we needed. I asked you said we needed someone who could knock down some shots, give me some boards,
Yeah.
play defense. Nurkic is not a
Nurkic
great
can't play defense.
he's not a great defender, but he does enough for me to say, hey, paired with Vooch, I can see it. Portland is in a state of disarray, in my opinion.
I'm
There's a
okay.
lot of reports swirling around there. Dame
Yeah.
might want a max extension for 107, stuff like that. But all I'm saying is Nurkic just dropped 31 a day ago.
Hey, just remember this. You gave him up for Doug McDermott. Good night, everybody. Hey,
Good
we
night.
appreciate y'all. We
Dog, we
appreciate
did.
Yeah. We appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with the league on that one, man. Hey, we back right on the other side, man, at 6 o'clock for Bulls live call versus the Cavs.
By the way,
people
Nurkic makes
that
12
like
million a year.
hit that like button, man. Hit the button. We'll see y'all on the other side, man. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Peace.